So today we have a network forensics lab called the DanaBot lab, where we'll be analyzing a pickup file related to an attack to the malware called DanaBot. For a bit of context, for those who don't know, DanaBot is a cybercrime malware as a service, right? So you can buy this kind of stuff from the dark web and stuff like that, which is illegal indeed. And you can see here some details related to the APT or the groups using this. By the way, guys, you can find my complete introduction to cybersecurity for free here. I will leave the promo code for you, and it's for a limited time only, so please do check it out if you're interested. Complete introduction to malware, which is called DanaBot, right? So this here's mentioned TA507. Of course, this is the cyber criminal group that were predominantly using this malware. All right, so what we will do here is that we'll download first the pickup file. I've already downloaded it and it's here. So you'll be also provided the password here to unzip the file. It's called cyberdefenders.org. Anyways, here we have the pickup file. So we'll start answering the questions provided. So let's read the scenario first. Scenario says the SOC team has detected suspicious activity in network traffic, revealing a machine has been compromised. Holy shit. Sensitive company information has been stolen. Your task here is to use the pickup file and threat intelligence to investigate the incident and determine how the breach occurred. So I have also already done the lab, but just let's do it together for the safe practice. So question number 1 says, which IP address was used by the attacker during the initial access? Right, so basically in the cyber kill chain, we have the initial access, we have weaponization, we have just let's open it. Cyber kill chain. Okay, images. I don't want to philosophize, but it's just you can see here reconnaissance, weaponization, then deploying the malware, then exploitations, stuff like that. So anyways, we don't want to waste time. Let's answer the question. Which IP address was used by the attacker for initial access? Right, so if you look, we have here around 13,900. We can go to statistics, conversations, look at the every conversation, look at the most sent packets, for example. So as you can see here, we have, this is the IP address. This is mostly related to our internal IP, and here you can see some external IPs. So you can see many packets sent in exchange between these two IPs. A to B, around 800 packets, and B to A, 8,831. Anyways, but when we talk about initial access, you can think about the first point of contact, right? So it would most probably be like a query to the malicious domain, right? So as you can see here are our IP. This is most probably the router IP requesting a DNS request to this site, portfolio.service.com, and then the DNS server responded to our IP, to the endpoint machine, standard query response portfolio, and here you can see then we sent a SYN packet to this 62.173.142, and then it responded with acknowledgement, and then finally an accent. So the TCP handshake was made here, right? So it's I think this is the first point of contact. Just if you follow you can see here a standard query response to this suspicious website called the portfolio.service.com, and it has this IP. You can see, just follow the UDP stream, so you can see this is the suspicious domain, queried domain, and you can see here the IP mentioned here, which is 62.173.142.148. So yeah, this is the answer indeed. This is the answer of the suspicious IP used for initial access, right? And you can see here it's indeed the answer. And now if you check for the reputation of this IP, it will appear to be malicious. You can just use VirusTotal or any threat intel of your choice. Threat intel platform. It's probably malicious, but even if it's not malicious, you need to take care, because not alright, you see it's malicious. Not every IP used by attackers must be malicious. Some of them might not be malicious, but still they are may not appear malicious in the threat intel, but still it's malicious. What's the name of the malicious file used for initial access, right? So we know this is the IP used for initial access. So what's the name of the malicious file? So a malicious file was downloaded by the person, right? So you can see here, if you scroll down, you can find something called get login.php, right? So our machine is sending a get request, so we can just follow the TCP stream. You can see our machine is requesting a login.php. Okay, and this is the malicious host or the domain, and you can see it responded. The service accepted the request, and it sent, there's an attachment file name called alligator 708js. Yeah, so this is probably the malicious file, right? The malicious file used, and it's indeed the answer. Yeah, you can see it here. Also, another way to come around this is just, you can, I believe, just go to file, export object, HTTP, because, and you can see here, yeah, this, you can see this login.php. Yeah, so yeah, you can see this is the indeed the name of the malicious the packet where the malicious file is contained, right? So alligator.js.ok. And it's indeed done. So question number 3 says, what's the SHA-256 of the malicious file used for initial access, right? So here you have to first extract the file, right? Extract the file, and then maybe there are different ways to go about this, but you can go here to file, extract objects, HTTP. Here is our malicious file. Just save it, login, let's save it on downloads. Okay, but in such cases you have to be, I have already downloaded it. In such cases you have to be really careful, like you should use your own virtual machine just in case, right? And then we just type, I'll use PowerShell to get the hash, right? And then cd downloads, and then I'll use the get file hash command, run hash, and the name of the login.php, right? And indeed we have found the hash here, the SHA-256. This is the SHA-256, right? So we can go back to VirusTotal. Yeah, you can see here, this is login.php. So this is indeed the answer, 847.b, which we have already found here. All right, anyway, coming back to question number 4, what process was used to execute the malicious file? Okay, we know the malicious file is alligator.708. If you go back here, this is the malicious file name, and here you can see some encoded kind of script, right? This is the encoded script. So here there's the process that was used to execute this malicious file name, right? So what we can do here, if you are an old traditional man from the village, you'll just encode it or decode it using Cyberchief. But this day we have ChatGPT, so yes, why not AI? Why not use AI? If AI is provided to us to learn or to use it to make life easier, why not use it? So just I'll tell it, extract the process used to execute it. You can use AI to make life easier sometimes. Okay, so here it says Windows script function. Okay, what's this question? What process? Okay, you can see file pass double script shell. Yeah, so you can see some double script shell, so it's most probably double script.exe. What's the script? Is malware drone. Okay, just one word. Which process? Come on, this. Okay, double script.exe. This is the malicious. And even if you look at the payload, you can see here the double script. So this is indeed the process that's used to execute the malicious file, double script.exe. What's the file extension of the second malicious file utilized by the attackers? Yeah, so we have another file that has been utilized by the fucking attacker. So what you can do, we can go here to login.php. Yeah, here, right? So we can just follow the TCP stream, right? And you can see this was first executed. We can follow the stream. 1, okay, 2, 3, okay, nothing so far. 5, 6, 7. All right, you can see here, get some encoded, keep alive. Okay, responded with okay. Okay, a server responded, looking for a file. All right, here get, oh, here interesting, it says get resource.dll. All right, so, and the server responded with okay, and here you can see some encoded mz, yeah. So this program cannot be run in DOS mode. Yeah, so this signature for those who don't know is ready to executable to an exe file. So here it responded with okay, report endpoints, cloudflare.com. Okay, so yeah, so this is the name of the malicious second file, resources.dll. Right, so what's the file extension of the malicious file? It's .dll, dot fucking dll. Okay. Yes, it's indeed. Number 7, what's the MD5 hash of the second file? Yeah, honestly, this I tried to download the second file, but for some reason, because the antivirus will block it already. So if you're using a virtual machine, it's advised for you to like to power off the antivirus for a while if you want to download the resource.dll sample and run it against threat intel, or just extract the hash using PowerShell, right? So, or you can go here to you can look at details. You can see here if you find the resource.dll, and you can find the hash, probably MD5 hash. I'm not sure if it's this. Yeah, it's not it's not related to resource.dll. Yeah, you can see this is the resource.dll. Yes, and if you go to details, MD5 detection. Okay, there's no mention of hash here, right? So just do the same steps we have already done using PowerShell or any other way of your choice. However, since it's a malicious file, my antivirus will just block it. So yeah, this is indeed the last question. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the lab. It was just a quick and easy lab. So see you in the next one.